Wow.
McAfee is back. Omega is cleaning house. And dinner for two. All that and more coming up on The Wrestle Story. Welcome back to The Wrestle Story.
Hi, guys.
Did we go live on Twitch?
Let me reload it. Probably we did.
I'm hoping we're good on Twitch.
We're good.
We are live.
Sweet.
Everything worked.
Everything worked. Everything
That is amazing.
Good. I think I need to edit the thumbnail real quick. But other than that, I think we're good.
Good job editing the thumbnail.
Okay.
What'd it be?
Hit cancel. Because I'm going to fix it over here. Anyways, hey guys, what's up?
How's it going, Scott?
McAfee returning. Hell yes!
Yes! Yes! Yes! That's my Daniel Bryan
Wow,
impression.
that was pretty...
What?
I said that was pretty wow.
Pretty fly for a white guy, right?
I don't know what to say.
It was pretty fly for a white guy. You can go ahead and say it.
Okay. So, hey guys. How's it going? Overall, tonight, and our chat's working too! Oh my gosh, this never happens. Everything worked and it was good. What is going on? Yeah, Scott, I don't know. Things are working. But now that we actually said something, it's just going to go
Something's
from here.
It's because over the weekend, we were invading. Give me a hell yeah.
That's right. I think our equipment was like, yes, they're leaving.
Yes.
And they were like, wait, hold on.
We will be taking over. Give me a hell yeah.
Yeah, we're taking over Gimme Holia's channel this weekend. It's really exciting. More specifically, Saturday. I mean, we're also gonna be on there on Sunday, but it'll just be us. We're taking over the show on Saturday. We're watching Bound for Glory, the Impact pay-per-view, so that should be fun.
Yes.
I know nothing about what's happening going into it, but that's okay.
Tribal Chief is here. I told you
That's
it was
okay.
Pat.
It'll be a good time. Whether I
Hello,
know
Tribal
what's happening
Chief
or not.
Johnny Lee. How's it going?
So, yeah. And then on Sunday we'll be doing Hell in a Cell. Sorry, Hole in a Cell.
Hole in a Cell.
Yeah, and Dom will join us back on their channel.
I think it's Mr. G took the internet guy to the woodshed and curb stomped him 1,323 times. That is it, Scott. I took the internet guy and we went behind the woodshed and it's over. He hasn't come back yet.
So
he is still there.
So tonight.
And not in good shape.
Tonight.
In fact.
In fact, what?
I think the animals are eating him right now.
Wow, that went to a really dark place really quickly.
Well, it's almost Halloween, so it's easy to go to a dark place.
So, guys, I didn't think... okay, actually, let me just... Hold on. I think AEW was good. I don't think NXT was terrible.
Hello, James. How you doing?
I don't think NXT was terrible. However, I also don't think that it was that great, but it was not terrible. It was better than most weeks, but it was okay. The ending made it better. For me, personally. You get it? You get what I'm saying?
Me personally?
You didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it.
But...
And I haven't watched NXT in like 4 weeks now.
But you're going to pay attention next week. I thought this week was the Halloween Havoc episode, but I was mistaken.
I will be watching next week just because I want to see what they do with Halloween Havoc. And I'm probably going to make fun of it.
I was mistaken. I thought Halloween Havoc was this week. It is not. It's next week.
No, it is next week because next week is Halloween.
Well, I thought it was this week.
You know, when all the trick-or-treaters get to go out and trick-or-treat.
Or not, because, you know.
Hence, trick-or-treaters.
So...
Actually, there is trick-or-treating, you know,
dumb.
in our area.
That's stupid.
Yes.
Didn't catch NXT's first hour. Was watching The Amazing Race. How was it?
Was it amazing?
Okay, honestly, I'll be honest, I think I liked the second hour better than the first hour of NXT, but...
I will be honest, I did not watch NXT. I'm sorry. I know I let a lot of people down because you came to our chat to hear me talk about NXT, but I felt that I just couldn't do it.
why was this?
Well, because AEW is better.
Well, at least you're being honest. I would rather you be honest than say it's trash on a stick.
Yes. We don't want it to be trash on a stick. They didn't announce the stipulation still.
Did they?
No.
No, I don't know. I'll look.
It's a secret for only those that know to keep. Just saying.
Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and start with NXT.
All right.
As the
NXT, I'm going to do a lot of talking about this since this was my favorite show.
So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to start with... I'm just going to kind of skip around. We're not going to talk about it in any particular order.
We're going to skip around.
But...
I think y'all would be good on commentary on wrestling, and Mister G would call it move, and maybe would talk trash the entire time. Yeah, I think we could do commentary.
I think you're right.
Only they wouldn't like me calling moves, because I wouldn't call them right.
Oh,
there he is! He just put him in that thingamajig!
So, the first match that we have here on NXT...
He just nailed him with the thingamajig!
was Kushida versus Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream. I'm going to be honest, I didn't pay very much attention to this. The first hour, like I said, didn't love it. So I didn't pay much attention to this.
I didn't even see it, and I could have told you the winner of this match.
It was Kushida.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I mean, I didn't even see it. I mean, it's pretty obvious that Ciampa they've crapped on completely. Velveteen Dream, I think they're like crapping on him too, just because of the situation he's in.
But see, if they were crapping on him, he wouldn't be on TV. Period. So
well, he wouldn't be, but I think
really
it's a way to write him off. I think so.
Maybe.
Just a thought.
But I don't know if they're going to.
James says, what about Dakota? She's all that I care about. Yes, she is all that we all care about, and we are concerned about her. But I don't know if she was on the show because I didn't watch it.
What happened to Twitter? I'm trying to retweet this, but...
Twitter, just click retweet.
I just did.
No, up top.
Oh.
Apparently
what the heck? Why did they change that?
That is weird. I haven't seen that. Did it update?
I don't know, but
That's
why
the first
did
time
they
I've
do
seen
that? That was stupid.
I don't know.
Anyways.
Mr. G would be a great Baron Corbin on Halloween. I would be the ultimate
You just gotta shave your head first.
Baron Corbin.
You gotta shave your head first.
I would be the king.
And then you'll be okay.
I actually have a crown. Not quite like the king's, but I do have a crown. Somewhere in the house. Yes.
Okay, then.
I do. I think we have it here. I'm pretty sure it's here somewhere.
Neat.
Yeah, because it's like a bucket with like stuff around it. Because I was like homecoming king at our school, so.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't care very much about this match. What are they doing with Ciampa? Because...
Does Mr. G have a hairline?
What are they doing with Ciampa?
I do have a hairline. It's just scattered.
Like...
And Mrs. G was commenting today that I was losing hair on the side of my head, so I'm about to go completely bald.
What are we even doing with,
Ciampa?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Like, what happened to him?
That's why I said this match was pretty obvious who was going to win. I mean, there was not...
I want to know.
They gave up on him.
Why, though?
I don't know.
I'm trying to put this tweet up. It's being
No clue.
stupid.
Are you making fun of Dakota? How dare you make fun of Team Dakota? James, I would never make fun of Dakota. She is special.
Well, I make fun of everybody, so...
Ciampa was a badass and now is putting people over.
Which is stupid, okay? I get the idea of, like, putting people over, but, like, not at his expense, because he had something that was really great. People really liked him. People loved it, okay?
In fact...
And now he's losing to people like Velveteen Dream.
Ciampa has a 74-match losing streak. Actually, he really...
But he's beating jobbers, and
Recently,
that's what I have an issue with.
Recently, he's done a pretty good job.
But, like, why are we...
He beat Austin Theory. He
Which
beat Ruff.
is the amount...
He beat
like,
Jake Atlas. He beat Desmond Troy. He beat Jake Atlas. And he beat Kushida.
Okay, well, okay,
So it's not as bad as I thought.
But it is still pretty bad.
Dakota's overrated. He loses all his big matches. He lost to Adam Cole, he lost to Gargano, he lost to Cross, and he lost to Finn Balor. So, I mean, he's losing all his big matches.
Exactly. And
So-
it's like, what are we doing with the guy?
We're making him a loser.
Apparently so.
Loser!
So... Yeah, Kushida won. I mean, good for Kushida. He's getting some dubs, but it's not...
It's all
not
about...
saying much when you're, like, winning
but it
against Velveteen Dream.
It's all about... Thanks, James. It's all about setting up or balancing out the chi of the world. Ciampa was 6-4. Now he's 6-5. They got to balance that out. He's got to have one more loss to equal that 6-5 to make it 6-6.
Okay, it's still stupid.
I'm just saying. And if you look at Kushida, let's look at Kushida here real quick. Kushida, he's actually done pretty well, but he's kind of in that balancing act, so they can give him a win or two to up his, we can like tip the scales a little bit. And then Dream, well, he's just fell off the map and like...
he can stay off the map for all I care.
So...
We're gonna take... Maybe he'll just follow AJ Styles' theory of the flat earth, and maybe he'll just, like...
Fall off?
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
Mr. G, that is making my head hurt. What?
Mr. G, that's making my heart hurt.
It might make his heart hurt, too.
So, I don't know.
The fact that I have no hairline hurts your head, Scott?
So...
I'm sorry.
After this...
I didn't mean to hurt your head because I have no hairline.
After this, we have Ember Moon versus Jessie Kamea. Alrighty. So, Ember Moon returned to NXT to fight jobbers. Love that. So,
Ember Moon versus Kamea.
She,
Uh-oh, my chair's falling apart.
Oh, no. That's not good. When Mr. G falls, it's because the chair is broken. This means nothing, okay? Ember Moon means nothing in NXT right now. I don't care if she, like, I don't care. What did you do?
That was me, like, hitting the button, like, lower it.
I don't care what she does.
That was the chair falling apart.
Wow.
Just kidding.
But, like...
Cue the Nikki Bella loser L on the forehead. Yeah.
Loser.
James... I don't need to ask Vince. He will watch our show, and then he's going to change everything. So that's kind of the way it works.
He's going to take everything we said that sucks, and he's going to continue that for the next 6 months.
Ciampa will lose like 14 more matches in a row.
Yes.
Please, Mr. G.
Fall off the chair on stream.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Man. Ember Moon versus Dakota Kai. I'm good, but it's probably going to happen. I don't know. I feel like what they're doing with Ember Moon just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Her promos absolutely suck. I'm not loving her matches. I don't know if it's just, like, she just needs to get back into the groove of things, of, like, being a wrestler.
She has to get back into the groove thing.
Because this is just, I don't know. It's not been good.
No.
Personally, I feel. I think, like I said, it's clear as day. Her promos absolutely suck. They were awful. The first 2 weeks she was back, she cut promos, and they were bad.
Yeah. Bad. They were bad.
Very, very bad. And her wrestling isn't...
Ember just returned. Yeah, but she's been around a lot. She's been back the last 3 weeks, and her promos have not been good.
Like, I mean, I'm not gonna like completely trash on her yet.
I'm gonna completely trash on her.
But I mean, I'll trash
even
on
though
her
I didn't see it.
Promo wise, her promos are awful. But like, I don't know, her wrestling isn't that great, and I understand not wrestling for the last like year and a half, almost 2. It's not ideal and not what you want to be doing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know either. She's just kind of there right now.
She's just there. She just shows up.
Yeah, kind of. So after this, we have Austin Theory versus Bronson Reed. So Reed won.
Zendel, how you doing? Hello, people. How was wrestling? I didn't care to watch tonight. I did not watch NXT. Maven did. So she's kind of doing the recap on NXT. I did watch AEW, though. Ember Moon should not be jumping in front of the line. That's why Dakota kicked her in the face. I loved every minute of it. Yes, James, that was cool.
So...
She's recovering from an Achilles injury, which could have been career-ending. Could have been. Definitely. Not a good spot to get hurt.
So Reed won, and after Austin Theory challenges him to a match again, he's like, "You beat me, but I'm a 23-year-old kid, and I've gotten further in the short amount of time that I've been doing this than your 15-year career, so come back and fight me again, and I'm going to beat you." And then he lost. Alrighty then. This was whatever. Reed won twice.
Austin Theory got defeated twice.
I don't know the point.
Well, he went from, like, being on Raw
To then having allegations against him, to then being demoted to NXT because that's the only place that will take him now.
to now being, like, destroyed.
Yep.
So...
Yep. All Theory did was be an Evolved champion, though. Yeah. I don't see the charm. So we have Legado del Fantasma versus Swerve, Ashanti, the Adonis, and Jake Atlas. This is a fine match. I mean, it was good. I didn't have any issues with it.
I think NXT is not a demotion.
Well,
I didn't think so at one time, but I think that recently it has been.
I said it's kind of been demoted to NXT, but I don't know that it'd be like... It's just kind of like Raw and SmackDown now.
Well, Raw and SmackDown are kind of like NXT.
Well, yes. I feel like a lot of people were like, yeah, woohoo!
The six-man tag was great. Scott loved the six-man tag.
NXT, yeah, I want to go to NXT. But now I feel like it doesn't really matter where you're taken because you're going to be handled the same way.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah, this was good. No problem with it. It was a good match. Legado del Fantasma won. I used to think that these guys were great. I used to, like, a couple weeks ago, I was, like, real high on them. I was like, yeah, they're going to be great. They're going to be top superstars. I don't know now. I'm just not into what they're doing. I'm just really not into NXT. But it's... I don't know. I just feel like some of the stories are just not very good.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean that's the biggest issue.
And it's hard to get into it when like the stories don't.
Well, they're not creating stories. I kind of like the Drake Maverick Killian Dane thing going.
I actually rather like that.
I would say that that's one of the stories they have going, but I mean overall, for the most part, and the McAfee thing. But overall, I would say they don't have a lot of stories going. Whatever, McAfee.
McAfee's the computer thing. McAfee is Pat McAfee.
Okay, Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee. I mean, you could just call him Pat if you want to, but I feel like this just sounds a bit weird.
Yeah, Pat reminds me of the person on Saturday Night Live.
So,
you need to watch Pat look up Pat on Saturday Night Live and then go check it out. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
That's a movie, right?
No, it's a TV show.
Oh.
Saturday Night Live has been going... Are you kidding me?
Wait.
You've never heard of Saturday Night Live?
I got it confused with whatever the other thing is.
Yeah. Saturday Night Live has been going on. It's like a comedy, and it's on Saturday nights.
Got it. Sorry.
And it's been going since like 1972 or something like that.
Okay. Sorry.
Like before I was born.
I'm out of the loop here.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention.
So look up Pat from Saturday Night Live, and that'll tell you what I'm talking about.
Okay, then. I
think no one in wrestling is special currently. There's some people that are special.
So, after this we have Drake Maverick and Killian Dane versus Everrise. I hate Everrise. They are trash. But, Dane and Maverick are great. So Ever-Rise won via disqualification because Drake Maverick, in the middle of this match, brought in a chair and beat one of the Ever-Rise dudes over the head, and which caused the DQ, right? And after this, Killian Dane looked not mad, but also not happy. So Drake is like, I'm sorry, I'm ready, just hit me. I'm ready, just punch me in the face. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I apologize. And Killian Dane was like, what was that? What? That was amazing. You beat him upside the head. Why have you not been doing this the entire time? Like, what? Why have you not been doing this? This was great. And I thought this was brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, anything that they're doing right now with Killian Dane and Drake Maverick has been good from what I've seen. Like I said, I didn't watch tonight, so I don't know. But if they did that, then I think that would probably be pretty cool. I'll have to go back and watch it just to see what they did. Yes. With all of this NASA moon announcement today, Vince is planning for WrestleMania on the moon. Your thoughts? I think that would be a good place to have WrestleMania. It's away from
zero gravity stuff is like, it'd probably be cool flying elbow drop from the top rope.
It's away from everybody, so you don't have to worry about COVID. You could probably like sneeze and the stuff just hangs in one spot, so you're good. Just avoid that one spot. So yeah, I would say that you're probably in good shape if you're on the moon wrestling. So what's next?
After this, we have Xia Li versus Casey Catanzaro. Catanzaro won. And then after, what happened after this?
I don't know. I didn't see it. You're the one that watched this, remember?
So anyways, something with Raquel Gonzalez.
Something happened with Raquel Gonzalez.
She like came out and,
She punched people in the head.
Probably. That's probably what it was.
Yes.
It was really memorable that I remembered what happened.
Yeah.
That's how memorable
it was. So good that you forgot.
So we then have Thatch as a Thatch can.
What is that?
I don't know. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Thatch
as the Thatch can. Timothy Thatcher versus
Thatch can. I don't know. Whatever. It's Timothy Thatcher's segment, and he essentially just shows off submissions and stuff, and he and his buddy Anthony had an exhibition match, and Thatcher won.
I'll have to watch this because that might be interesting.
His segments are cool. I don't have a problem with him.
I'll have to watch it and see. Xia is a sore loser.
I have been okay with
Austin Theory is the new Kurt Hawkins of NXT.
Raquel came out and beat down everyone. Sweet.
Anthony Green.
Cool. Is that who this
that's
was?
who he beat up.
Yeah, he just said Anthony. My buddy Anthony.
Buddy Anthony. Everybody has a buddy Anthony.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, we have a buddy Anthony.
Otherwise known as Tony or Ant.
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to call him.
I mean, whatever.
See? Everybody has a buddy Anthony.
So, then we get the good part of the show. The NXT Tag Team Championship match. So, earlier in the show, Bobby
How
Fish...
much fish could a fish if a fish could fish and fish?
That was awful. Don't ever do that again.
I don't know the rest of it.
How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish?
Oh, yeah.
What?
How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish?
Yeah.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but 1, you don't need anything from Amazon today. 2, Popeye's chicken sandwich is overrated. 3, cottage cheese is disgusting. All right, Scott. 1.
I always need something from Amazon.
We actually got something from Amazon today. If you check out Maven's other channel, her Instagram,
My Instagram,
you will see what she has been doing with the stuff she's gotten from Amazon. 2, Popeye's chicken, never been there, so I couldn't tell you whether their sandwich is overrated. 3,
I feel like it's overrated just by watching the ads. I feel like there's way too many ads. They're trying to hype it up way too much, so it probably means it's really not as good as they're trying to make it.
Could be.
So.
3, cottage cheese is delicious.
No. Scott said cottage cheese is disgusting.
No, it's not. I used to hate cottage cheese when I was a kid, and then I don't know why, but I like cottage cheese.
I don't hate it, but I also don't like it.
Clearly, that's Anthony Green. Yes. How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish?
What? How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish?
Yes.
What? That's a great song. It's
a great song.
It's great. I mean, it's just great. So anyways.
Too bad they killed that tag team. Dunn and the Bro.
Yeah, I thought you weren't going to remember who it was.
Bro Dunn.
So earlier in the show, Bobby Fish gets injured and he's limping pretty badly. And so the tag match was originally supposed to be Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish. Well, after this, Roderick Strong got attacked and was left laying in a doorway, looking very dead. And Kyle was like, I can't wrestle. I can't do this. Like, I have to go to the hospital. They're injured. I can't do this. So I'm leaving. Bye. So he gives the tag team opportunity.
Peace out.
He gives the tag team championship opportunity to Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. And so we then get this match. I actually thought this was pretty decent. I feel like Breezango has come a long way. Not like in the sense of like they used to suck, but just like their characters and like going from being not on TV at all, period, never, to being the tag team champions. I feel like they've come a long way in a short amount of time. And I mean, kind of the same goes for Lorcan and Burch. I feel like they're a tag team that's been in NXT forever. And I feel like they've never gotten an opportunity to shine. And they've never gotten an opportunity where they could actually potentially win the titles or be put in a decent storyline. I mean, they've had really good matches with the likes of the Viking Raiders, the Street Profits, guys like that. The ladder match sticks out in my mind. It was the Street Profits, the Viking Raiders. I think it was the Forgotten Sons, and then Lorcan and Burch. I think maybe it was Undisputed Era, and then Lorcan and Burch, and whatever teams. Anyways, whatever. But there was like a ladder match or something that I'm pretty sure that they were involved in, and I remember that, and they did pretty well in that. But I think it's really cool that they're being used and they're being given an opportunity. So Lorcan and Burch won after a mysterious man attacks one of the Breeze dudes. Breezango. Breeze is Breeze.
Yeah, one of the Breeze dudes.
So Mystery Man attacks him. And Lorcan and Burch win the titles. And then this Mystery Man is revealed to be Pat McAfee. And that's undisputed, boys and girls. I love this dude. This is brilliant. I think this is so smart bringing him back in. I think it's so smart. I understand that we saw this, and WWE tends to overdo things, but I think this is a smart idea to bring back McAfee to fight Cole.
I don't think this is overdone.
Era.
I don't think that. Well,
I'm not saying that this is overdone.
Here's what I think.
They do have. I think some people might complain like, oh, well, they just did this, but
I
think it worked, and people really liked it, and they were really impressed with what McAfee did, and they loved the entire Adam Cole McAfee feud. And so why wouldn't you run that back again? I feel like it was something that drew people in, and if they're looking to get more people to pay attention to NXT, this was something that did it. So, I would do this.
The thing is do you think that they brought him back since because of the injury?
With Ridge Holland?
Yeah.
Potentially. I mean, that might be what it was.
So they kind of changed the story, which is good because they switched it up.
It works.
Maybe it was Street Profits, Forgotten Sons, Lorcan and Burch, and Undisputed Era.
Whatever. I know it was one of those. I think it was after the Viking Raiders left. I think it was like they had just given up the tag titles, and then the Street Profits won them or something. And that's what it was. I think.
James says, "Did you know you can grocery shop on Amazon? I didn't even know that." Yes, we didn't know that. We just can't get everything because where we're at. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Pat versus Cole was great. Yes.
It was really good, and I was really impressed with what McAfee could do. I think he did a really great job in that match. So I'm excited to see what they do with him in the rest of Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So that was it. That was NXT.
Yup. It was good. I enjoyed it. Okay.
I'll have to
I
watch
enjoyed
it
the
just
main
because since I didn't watch it, I'll have to go back and watch it just to see what it's about. The Viking Raiders were on Raw by that time. Pat being the mouthpiece for Lorcan and Birch would be amazing.
I think so too.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. So, yeah, that was NXT. Like I said, I really liked the main event. I think the main event was good. I think the twist with bringing McAfee back was cool. The rest of the show was okay. We have the Halloween Havoc card next week. Let me find it.
Pat McAfee can cut a better promo than 95% of the roster. That's a problem. It is a problem. Although, I mean, if you can talk, I mean, he's on the radio and stuff. So, I mean, it's not like he hasn't had experience being on a mic.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think as long as you can talk and sound somewhat intelligent, then, or, intelligent. Have it fit whatever character you need it to fit, then I think you're okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think WWE tries to give a character to someone and it doesn't necessarily fit their character. I'll use Alexa Bliss as an example. Her trying to do the Moment of Bliss is stupid. I think she's terrible at it. But what she's doing with the Fiend and the promo she's cut with that, I think she's awesome at it.
Okay, so next week for Halloween Havoc, we are going to see a Haunted House of Terror match between Cameron Grimes and Dexter Lumis.
That could be good.
Don't know what that means.
I don't know, but if they make the match good, I think if they do something with it, it could be good. But if they're just going to use we're going to make this the Haunted House of Terror match, well, then who cares?
We are getting Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez. This will be fine.
And apparently, that's not going to be any type of special match.
No.
Just Ripley versus Gonzalez.
We are getting a Spin the Wheel, Make a Deal NXT Women's Championship match, Candice LeRae versus Io Shirai. And we are getting a Spin the Wheel, Make a Deal NXT North American title match between Johnny Gargano and Damian Priest. So, again, I don't really know much about Halloween Havoc. I don't think I've ever seen a Halloween Havoc pay-per-view. I know that there was a really bad one.
There have been some that are bad.
But I don't
The electric chair one was kind of stupid.
That's the one that I might have seen clips of that one, but I don't think I've ever seen an entire Halloween Havoc pay-per-view.
The thing is if you do it right, you can do a good Halloween Havoc.
Also, Wade Barrett challenged Vic Joseph to a Halloween costume contest between the announcers for next week's show as well, so that should be exciting.
Yeah,
Let's see
I'm
which
on
one's
the edge of
gonna
my
be
seat
the
for who has
dorkiest.
the best costume. It'd be Maven. Maven has the best costume. Yeah, if you don't know it. Oh, by the way, Shotzi Blackheart.
She's hosting the show.
Will be hosting. Why they chose her, I do not
Probably
know.
because of the whole wolf thing. She goes, oh!
Who knows?
I don't know.
Hot take. If WWE did the singing thing that Jericho and MJF did, then people would be crapping on it.
I would probably be laughing at it.
If it was Jericho and MJF in WWE doing that, I would not crap on it. If it's, let's say, Jey Uso and Roman Reigns doing it, I'm crapping on it. Yes.
Wade Barrett should dress up as a
Just
member
depends on who it is.
Texas. He should. That would be really funny.
Roderick Strong of Bobby Fish going to turn face. Mark my words, John Elite says. I believe that it's possible. That would not shock me. If you see the split in Undisputed Era. I could see that happening. I could see it happening soon.
So, after this, we have nothing because NXT is over. It's time to talk about AEW.
NXT is over at this point in time. And we are moving on to
AEW.
Bigger
And better things.
Better things.
The show was really good.
Yeah, overall, I thought this is good.
You wanna switch this? I don't know how to switch it.
Here. We are on our way to AEW. There we are.
Boom. I really liked this week's AEW episode. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know what everybody else thought, but I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, and I felt that it moved fairly quickly. It was entertaining. And there were some really good spots in this, I think.
I agree. So we start the show off with the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament match. Jungle Boy versus Wardlow. The
guy that is 4'2" versus a monster.
AEW.
AEW. AEW.
So WEA.
Yeah.
It's.
I hate looking at myself in the camera and then trying to figure out which way I need to go.
Yeah, I know. It's the worst.
Yeah.
So we have Jungle Boy versus Wardlow. I didn't think this was a terrible match. I also didn't think it was that great. I feel like it wasn't the best showing for Jungle Boy. I don't necessarily think that it was the best showing for Wardlow either, but I want to see more from Wardlow. I feel like he hasn't really had that many matches on show whatsoever, but I want to see more, and I think eventually we'll get to the MJF.
So
Wardlow.
The question becomes...
Maybe. I thought we were getting that next, but then we're doing this whole Jericho thing. So
well, my question becomes, if they're going to start using Wardlow more this way, and they've kind of just started to split Wardlow away from MJF, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will we see an MJF Wardlow feud here, like in the not too distant future?
I would not be shocked if we did Wardlow. Wardlow is going to make it somewhere big. Do something big in AEW before MJF does, and MJF is going to get real upset about it, and is like, whoa, buddy, hey, pal, you, Wardlow. We were friends. As far as I'm concerned, we're still friends. But why are you getting a championship opportunity before moi? And I think that's going to kind of cause a little friction. At least that's how I do it right now, because I think that before it was kind of clear what we were going to do with it and like doing the MJF and Wardlow feud, and now I'm not so sure because we're doing this whole Jericho thing. So yeah, I think that's the way they're going to play it out. Would be like Wardlow's going to get ahead of MJF. So yeah, what do you think?
Well,
I'll find this while you speak.
I wonder, maybe they'll do that now.
Well,
now it'd be a perfect time to do it, since they've started to do this thing with MJF and Jericho. I think that this would be a good time to have him do something now, and I think that how you doing, guy? I think that now would be an excellent time to have him potentially advance in this tournament, and could potentially win it. Because everyone thinks it's going to be, obviously, it's going to be Hangman Page and Omega at the end.
That's what I think.
They
did the same thing in the tournament for the AEW TNT title. They had it lined up to where it would be Cody and Lance Archer, but then they didn't end up doing that.
I think now would be a perfect time to have Wardlow win this tournament, because it throws a curve into the whole Hangman Page and everybody's going, okay, it's going to be Page and Omega at the end. It would throw a curve into that, and you could still get the Page and Omega feud going on.
Yeah.
And this would get Wardlow out there and have him go for the title.
Plant the seeds for the MJF feud, because MJF's mad that he's getting a title shot before him. I think it would make sense.
So I think that this would be a good time to go and do that. I think it would be an interesting way to throw a twist out there that probably not a lot of people would expect. Mm-hmm. And I think it'd be entertaining and interesting to see what they, if they did that, it would make people go, wow, they like do a complete twist in this. It's like a shock that they're doing this. So yeah. Has Wardlow ever been with WWE? From what we can find,
no.
John Elite, no.
He's not. He has not been with WWE. Yeah, I didn't, like I said, this was a decent match, but I didn't think it was like Jungle Boy's best showing or Wardlow's best showing.
Well, I'm not a huge Jungle Boy fan just because of his size and putting him up against a monster. I don't
love Jungle
like
Boy.
it.
He's amazing. He's great. I think his gimmick is awesome. I think that he's a really good wrestler when put in the right situation. This match was just okay, though. I feel like neither of them really got to shine, you know?
Yeah.
So, after this, we have another AEW World Championship Eliminator match. This was supposed to be Joey Janela versus Kenny Omega, but Joey Janela has been in contact with somebody who has COVID. So, he has been taken off of shows until further notice and will be home.
So his tag team partner,
Sunny Kiss,
filled in.
Yep. So it ended up being Sunny Kiss versus Kenny Omega in a about 10-second squash match. Kenny is cleaner. Kenny's back. He's kind of being a bad guy.
The thing I like about this is it's a slow turn. It's not just a boom. You're seeing him slowly snap.
Yeah.
And so it's not because they could have had him destroy Sunny Kiss at the end of this, like at the end when he was doing the hugging
that's
thing
what I
and
thought
everything.
was going to happen.
And I think everybody did. I think everybody thought, okay, here it is. It's the turn. He's going to kill him now that he's come back to give him a hug. And he didn't do that. Mm-hmm. So this is a slow turn. It's not like a boom. It's happening. This is a slow turn that I think is working out really well. And I really like what they're doing with this.
Yeah.
And I'm not a huge Omega fan. You know how anybody that's been in the chat with us before, you know that I'm not a huge Omega fan. I haven't been,
I don't like Omega either.
Corner, I'm not a huge fan of his.
He's had really great matches, but I feel like his character work has been absolute trash. Like absolute trash.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm not but I kind of like what they're doing with this.
I don't hate it, but I'm also not completely sold. I've never seen any of Kenny Omega's stuff outside of AEW, so going into this, I've pretty much been I don't see the hype, dudes. I don't get it. I don't understand why people are Kenny Omega. I don't get it. I personally do not see what everybody else sees in this dude. I think he's a phenomenal wrestler, yes. I think he does great things, but his character work is absolute garbage, and there's nothing there to get invested over anything.
I think that's the big issue with me.
That's just what I don't like about it. I mean, he does have good matches, but
again,
that's not all of it.
Yeah, I think the issue I have is
it doesn't make up for the lack of character work.
Well, I think he's too theatrical.
Well, I don't necessarily think he's too theatrical. I just don't.
But if you think about it, what's he do? I mean, everything he does, like he goes to put on moves, and it's I'm gonna stick my finger in the air and then point at you, and then I'm gonna kick you in the face.
But I think that's just part of his character. But
that's what I'm saying.
And
that's part of why I don't like him.
But it hasn't it's not that I mean, I don't really mind if he does all that stuff. It doesn't bother me. But it's I just feel like there hasn't been enough character work for him. He hasn't gotten to build this character in AEW to where I'm yes, you're amazing, and he's one of my favorites, like some of these other people have, you know? So, I don't know. Kenny Omega won in just a few seconds. I mean, it really didn't take long for him to finish his match. So
he didn't, but I thought afterwards, he was going to kill
Sunny Kiss.
Mm-hmm.
And then he didn't.
And the whole 10 seconds thing, like John Elite said, I mean, it only lasted 10 seconds. It wasn't a very long match. But then afterwards, I thought he was going to kill Sunny Kiss, and he didn't. So this is a slow turn. I like it. I like what they're doing with this. Mm-hmm. What's up, guys? Got any musical numbers planned for the steak dinner review? I guess you'll just have to stick around and find out, won't you?
So after this, we have another AEW World Championship Eliminator match. This is Penta El Zero. Why did they change his name? That's what I want to know. And Rey Fenix.
Yes.
I don't know if changing the name had something to do with AAA has rights to it, or somewhere else has rights to it, or what. But I don't know why they changed his name. It's harder to say now. Penta, whatever. Penta and Phoenix. This was a freaking great match. I really enjoyed this. This was real good. Rey Fenix is crazy. Crazy. The stuff that he does is insane. I mean, both of them are, like, insane. But, like, Rey Fenix especially. I mean, this dude, I feel like week after week, month after month, he does all these crazy things. Like, he broke his butt at whatever the heck the last pay-per-view was. 2 pay-per-views ago. Double or Nothing, or whatever. Like, when he freaking flipped on the ladder. It was like, what are you doing, dude? And he did some crazy things in this match. There was a spot where, I don't even know what you call it, but he, like, got thrown in the air. It was like a power bomb, but it wasn't a power bomb because he, like, was thrown in the air, like, flipped, like, once, and then, like, landed. I was like, what is this nonsense? It was real good, though. Oh, man, please don't say a word. You have to sing your entire review through the steak dinner.
Pentagon Jr. was way better. Damn, that was a fine match. Unexpected booking, freaking awesome.
It was real
The
good.
thing is, I'm not, again, here's another team that I'm not a huge fan of just because
I love
of...
them.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of them just because of their theatrics. That, you know, the whole, like... Youngbucks are the same way, where they do their, like, whole hand thing, pointing stuff, stupid stuff. It's like, just punch somebody in the face. Don't stand there and, like...
Well, see, but with the Lucha Bros, I feel like it makes more sense for them because it's sort of like their whole thing.
I mean, you know...
Oh, maybe that powerbomb was freaking amazing. It was, though! I was like, how did he even do that and not die? Like, he literally, like, flipped in the air before he hit the ground, and I was like, stop. Hold the phone. Shut the front door. That was amazing, dude. These guys are epic. Like, they're so good as a tag team, but, like, individually, they're also so good. Like, they work so well together, and I think that also helped make this match even better, was the fact that they're so comfortable with one another and that they've wrestled with each other for, like, for a while. And, you know, they, like, trust each other. So when they're doing these freaking crazy flippy moves, it's like, oh, well, I know that he's, like, not going to drop me because, like, we've done this 80,000 times. Like, so it's like, wow, it makes it even better.
Yeah, this is an excellent
so
match.
Good.
You know, I said I'm not a huge fan of either one of these guys, but I felt this match was amazing.
It was so good.
Just, you know, the whole athleticism, the moves they did. I mean, it was a good match.
It was real good. So Phoenix won, and he's moving on in the tournament, so that's cool. So we are getting Phoenix versus Omega, right? That's who he's fighting?
Yes.
And the next match, another AEW World Championship Eliminator. Hangman Page versus Colt Cabana. I really like Adam Page. I don't quite know what, like, I don't know. I'm not mad at what they're doing with him, but I also feel like they should be doing a little bit more, because I feel like since breaking up with Kenny Omega, I feel like there hasn't been much change with him, and Kenny Omega, like, has had some growth in this short time period of the tag team being broken up, you know? So I'm not mad at what they're doing with Hangman Page. I just feel like I almost want a little bit more. And Colt Cabana, I mean, he's another one. Like, I'm not mad at what he's doing, but, like, the whole Dark Order thing, I just kind of want to see where it's going to go. Are they going to kick him out, or are they not? Because I have a feeling they're going to kick him out. Because I have a feeling that he's going to continue losing. And then Brody Lee is going to be all like, I'm going to kick you in the face. So, well, pow.
Okay. I love this match. I thought this was a good match.
This was another really good match. I also enjoyed this one. I feel like the Pentagon... I'm going to hold off for just a second.
That this match... A lot of people probably didn't like it. But I think it does a couple things. James, just so you know, there's a takeover happening Saturday.
Not a takeover, like a pay-per-view takeover?
Yes.
But like...
There's a pay-per-view takeover taking place.
No, there's not. Don't tell James that. Don't feed people false information, okay?
I felt that this match was really good. Again, a lot of people probably didn't like it. I love what they're doing with the whole Hangman Page thing, because Kenny Omega will say, okay, I'm winning my match in 10 seconds. It took you forever to win your match. So, you know, you stand no chance against me. Mm-hmm. So they're kind of building that whole thing, I think. And Hangman Page will have in the back of his mind, can I beat Kenny Omega? Because I'm not good enough to beat these guys. So I think that that's kind of what's happening with this. But I love the way this match ended. after Cabana got beat, I thought Dark Order was going to come out and destroy him. Instead, they come out and they kind of help out Cabana up and help him back to the back. I thought this was done well. I thought this was done really well. I thought this was an outstanding way to do this. And so this kind of builds a couple storylines here with the whole Page happening and the whole Cabana with the Dark Order, what they're doing with that. So this was a good match, I thought, because of the storytelling. It's the storytelling that made this a good match.
Yeah. I mean,
It wasn't the high-flying stuff that you have with some of the other matches, but the storytelling is what made this a good match.
So Page won. Page is moving on. He's going to fight Wardlow next week? Is it
Yes.
next week?
I
And then
believe
the finals are at Full Gear.
Yes.
So, Page.
Page defeated Cabana.
Page. He won. So.
Just so everybody knows, there is a takeover happening. You went through down 3 spots.
Sorry, I was just looking to see if there was
A takeover happening
this Saturday.
Saturday.
On a certain place.
Don't miss it. So we have the dinner. I didn't like the match, and what I would have done, to be honest, was have Paige squash Colt in a similar fashion to Kenny as a way of saying, I can do what you can do. Also, don't know of the chemistry. I agree. I understand the chemistry, but I think the whole idea here is because Paige has been seen as kind of a weaker link to the Paige Omega tag team. Mm-hmm. And so this is what has kind of made things, the whole thing that now you're going to have Paige questioning, well, Omega destroyed that guy, and I'm struggling. Mm-hmm. So you have that whole thing going on. So I think that this is good. I think it's a good way to do this.
I'm confused. What takeover?
The takeover on Saturday, James. There's a takeover on Saturday.
Well, I feel like you kind of need to specify this because I feel like people are going to be like, what? What? As James is.
Well, James, stick around, and here shortly you will find out about the takeover.
So after this, we have
the pay-per-view takeover.
Le Dinner. Debonair.
Bound for Glory is Saturday, and how the hell? You'll find out. We got breaking news that just came in that there is a takeover happening on Saturday. This is breaking news. It just came out just like a couple hours ago, and we will let you know. How the whole?
All right, are you ready to sing?
I was singing. And we have people leave.
So, Le Dinner, Debonair with Chris Jericho and MJF. So this was brilliant. Dun dun dun.
You expect me to sing?
Yes, I do.
I can't carry a tune.
That wasn't terrible. So after this, they are sitting in the dinner place, but it's not really a dinner place because it's just probably the locker room with a curtain up and a table and chairs in front of it. So they're sitting there, and MJF and Chris Jericho are talking to each other about the rareness of steaks. So MJF orders a steak.
They wanted it raw!
I would like mine well done. And Jericho was like, I would like mine not well done. And MJF was like, make mine rare.
I want it rarer.
And this went on and on until their steaks were raw. So then they talk about the inner circle, and then we get a musical.
Me and my shadow.
And they had dancers. And it was epic. And I love this segment.
And they ended the segment talking about how raw their steak was.
This was brilliant.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Fantabulous.
I can't think of anything else.
So yeah, long story short, this segment was top notch.
Top notch.
This was amazing.
Amazing. It was good. I liked it. I liked what they did with it.
It was amazing.
Oh man, more people should be here for this amazing segment. Aren't well done steaks like dry? If they get too well done, yes, they can be.
Now,
James,
if they weren't cooked
James
at all,
used to order Bound for Glory.
if they weren't,
What?
If they,
There's a takeover done. I mean, there's a takeover happening this weekend, and you just ordered Bound for Glory.
There's a takeover.
Well done, guys. Thanks.
Man.
Thanks.
So,
Since I'm the musical one in the family, you know, that was probably really awesome.
it was. That was probably the best singing you've ever done.
Yeah, probably.
Honestly. So, so this was great. I liked this a lot.
Yeah.
I think this was a phenomenal segment. I think that this was so, like, genius. And then doing, like, the whole musical number was totally unexpected, but, like, really funny.
I thought it was good.
And I really liked it.
Yes.
So,
Bravo, guys. Thanks, James.
so after this,
Don't ask for an encore because it's not happening.
we have Killing King versus Dr. Britt Baker in her, like, return match to Dynamite or something like that. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of the way they were booking it, but maybe not. I mean, I might not have been paying attention enough, but it was whatever.
Well, it was kind of obvious.
Baker beat King. It was fine. I mean, it was just kind of a squash match.
And then she did the Fiend thing at the end.
Oh, yeah, the mandible claw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. G, or Mrs. G is thinking, what are they doing now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's like on the daily basis, yeah. So yeah, it was fine. It was a fine match. Nothing too crazy. I'm ready for Britt to go after the title.
Yeah.
I think that's where she needs to be right now.
Yes, I agree.
So
Look, we had a viewer leave, and they came back after we were done singing.
probably because it's annoying.
They
but,
missed our singing.
you know, whatever. This was terrible.
This was terrible.
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
just think that Baker needs to go and fight for the title. I
Well,
just think
they need to have a
start
fight,
building
like-
for that.
But realistically, I mean, like, the women...
But realistically.
The women in AEW, for the most part, they don't have a lot.
No, they're not really... Yeah, they're not really...
And there's no, like, pushing them. So, I don't know. So then we have our four-way... Our 4Y.
Country on everybody.
We're a few weeks from Full Gear, and they wasted time on this match. Not build Cheetah for Full Gear.
Exactly.
I agree. Best singing of Mr. G in, like, forever. Just kidding. It was good singing. Well, Johnny Lee, that probably was my best singing ever.
Probably, yeah.
Not in, like, forever. Like, just ever.
Yep. Accurate.
Which doesn't say much.
Because you really don't sing. You don't
I
even
don't
try.
sing.
You don't even try to sing.
No.
And when he's sing, it sounds like we're killing a cat.
Yeah.
So that's why you
I can
don't
sing on Halloween because I sound like a werewolf singing.
And everybody will be like, oh, it's just... It makes
Whoa, look at him. He's acting. Good job.
Got it. Great. But otherwise, it's pretty terrible. Anyways.
Yeah.
So, the four-way tag team match. I actually rather enjoyed this.
Yeah, I kind of like what they did with this.
I thought this was good. So it is Private Party versus Youngbucks versus Butcher and Blade versus Dark Orders. Alex Reynolds and John Silver, my favorite tag team of life. I love them so much. They're so freaking funny. Actually, okay, that's a lie because I really like the Youngbucks too. So I really thought that they weren't going to pull the trigger and do Youngbucks versus FTR at Full Gear, but they did. So yeah, that was fun.
Before we go in, Kylie Ray versus Deonna Purrazzo for the Knockouts title is the match I am most excited for, and also the world-class Maniac Eric Young versus Rich Swann for the Impact World title. Yes.
Deonna Purrazzo versus Kylie Ray should be.
Just remember, there's a takeover happening.
So yeah, I like this match. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I like what they did with this. I mean, there's a lot of back and forth. I love the Reynolds and Silver like doing their thing with Butcher and Blade, and then turning their backs and then getting clobbered. But the outcome of this, I wasn't shocked about. I expected the whole thing to come down with the Youngbucks winning. But the thing I thought was cool was when FTR came to the ring and the Youngbucks slapped the beer out of their hands, and then you have the timekeeper, who nobody knew.
I was like, okay.
Nobody had a clue who the timekeeper was.
I was like, okay, aside from Tully Blanchard, I don't have a clue who that is, but it's probably Tully Blanchard.
I was like, I know who it is. It's Tully Blanchard. You could see his hair. You could see the way he's standing. I mean, everything. It was Tully Blanchard. There was no, like, secret to it. The Bucks of Young. Yes. So they
that was the funniest part of this. I was like, well, who's the timekeeper?
Yeah, I mean, like,
you idiots. Do you not work with him?
Hey, announcer dudes, are you that stupid? You can tell who it is.
When he was literally like sitting right by you, and you didn't realize who it was.
Yeah, I mean, like, there was no. I mean, it was obvious who it was.
So, Tully Blanchard ended up hitting Youngbucks with the chair. FTR attacked them. That's pretty much how this ended. And they assaulted Mac.
Yes.
So guys, out of this match, I am hearing that Alex Reynolds may be injured. He was at ringside after the match, and the doctors were checking out his leg, I believe. So, he might be injured, but we'll see.
So, Bunny is back with Butcher and Blade.
Why? That was a bit weird. I didn't quite understand what was happening there until they showed, I think they showed a thing, I think it was from AEW Dark, from this week, where Eddie Kingston had brought Allie back to Butcher and Blade, but I don't really know the purpose. I don't really see the reasoning behind it, but okay.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I like that she's back with them. I think it helps them out. I think it helps bring them more character. So I like the idea of her being with them. So I think that this will help them out more than the whole Eddie Kingston, her being within that group. I think that her being with this group will help out and make better storylines than if she was with Eddie Kingston and that whole group.
Yeah.
You said what about Bunny? She is back with Butcher and Blade. Because she was with Eddie Kingston, and now she's back with Butcher and Blade. How come WWE couldn't do this when Rich Swann and Eric Young was still with the company? They missed the mark. Now look at them now. James, I think that WWE doesn't like to build stars. I think that's the biggest problem. I've said, use your second tier people. The people you see as your second tier, use them more often. Use them, in a way that can be used more effectively. And they don't do it. Yeah, Butcher and Blade needed Bunny distraction to help beat QT Marshall, the Barry Horowitz of AEW. Stupid.
I love the way you read that.
Well, I was gonna say stop, and then I looked at the last letters, and it was id. So I was like, stupid. I like the way they're doing. I mean, I think it does help out. I mean, I think it helps with the whole Butcher and Blade. 'Cause I mean, it's one of those things that Butcher and Blade, kind of need that.
So yes.
And QT Marshall is not the Barry Horowitz of AEW. He teamed with Dustin Rhodes.
So that was AEW. I really liked the tag team match. My favorite match on the card was probably the Pentagon and Phoenix match. Penta and Phoenix match.
I would say that was probably the best match by far.
That was probably the best match on the card.
I mean,
I really enjoyed it.
I don't think there's any doubt that was the best match.
Yes.
So I mean, it's, but I don't know that there was anything that was huge as far as matches. Pat McAfee next week. It was me, Adam, it was me all along.
Well, maybe they tie in and he's like, okay, well, I got Ridge Holland to take you out.
I thought they were going to tie it in. I felt they were going to tie it in
And now they really have a reason to do it because Ridge Holland...
And I think they just had to speed up the whole storyline because of the injury.
So.
But WWE would screw that up too. I mean, they could draw it out till after, till after the pay-per-view, till after Hell in a Cell. I know NXT doesn't have anything to do with Hell in a Cell, but draw it out until after that. Mm-hmm. And then you start to build towards your next pay-per-view for NXT.
Yeah.
But now you kind of have to speed things up a little bit with Ridge Holland being hurt.
Yeah.
So there will be a takeover on Saturday. You can join Mister Gleen and Maven, the Wrestle Story, Maven's Wrestling Rants.
I mean, whatever you want to call us.
On Gimme a Hole Yeah. We will be on the Gimme a Hole Yeah podcast channel.
Yes, we're going to be doing a watch-along.
We are taking over Gimme a Hole Yeah. We will be live on their channel doing the watch-along for Bound for Glory.
Yes.
So you can catch us on Gimme a Hole Yeah's podcast this Saturday night.
And then we're also going to be there on Sunday, but Ant and Dom will be back. And
yes.
We're going to be doing a watch-along for Hole in a Cell.
We're going to let Dom and Ant come back to join us.
Okay, maybe. We might let them come back. We're going to see how Saturday goes first before we make any promises.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to be with us on Sunday.
Yeah, we may just take over and never give the channel back.
Yeah. But I mean...
They might just be stuck, in no man's land. Because once the takeover happens, we just don't let up.
I mean, it's essentially, we're the NWO.
That's right. We are the NWO.
We are the outsiders. We are the New World Order, and we are not backing down. So, we're taking
Or we could be like Retribution and
Oh, wait. I feel like we should be I feel like we would be Retribution, though. Honestly.
Yeah, because we're going to give it back on Sunday, so...
It's like the messed up booking for Retribution.
I know.
We're taking over, but we're giving it back.
We're taking over on Saturday, and then we're giving it back on Sunday.
Oh, man.
We are Retribution.
That is great. I love that. Thanks, guys. We really appreciate you covering this recipe. No problem. I just want to say real quick, no matter what happens here, Dom is still eating a spoonful of cinnamon. The Rock will show up, and he will be eating a spoonful of cinnamon for, the third time now? It will happen. He's gonna do it once The Rock shows up on Sunday, at the Hell in a Cell show, he will be eating a spoonful of cinnamon. I guarantee it. And it's gonna be very enjoyable. It's gonna be real funny. I mean... It's going to be great.
You won't be squashed like Retribution. I don't know. We made it to the top. We got onto the Gimme a Hole Yeah, podcast channel and took it over. And now, Sunday will come and we'll just be back to the peons that are just guests. Hole in a Cell is going to involve cinnamon.
It is. I almost guarantee it. I almost guarantee it.
Ains, how you doing? When I was a young boy, I fell in love with Stephanie McMahon. I saved up whole life savings just to move to the Performance Center so I could propose. My heart is broken when she married Triple H.
That is so funny.
I'm so sorry, Ains. I feel bad for you.
I love when we have Ains in the chat.
Yeah.
So funny.
We feel bad for you.
So funny.
Join us this Saturday. We will not be on our channel. We will not be here. We will be on the Gimme a Hole Yeah podcast. We will be over on their channel. We'll be live there. We are taking over Gimme a Hole Yeah.
Yes, it's really exciting. We're taking over their channel. I'm looking forward to Hell in a Cell except for that dumb Sasha and Bayley match. I honestly don't know if it's going to happen. Bayley still hasn't signed the contract. I know Sasha was like, you're going to sign the contract one way or another. But I honestly don't know if it's going to happen. I really don't. I feel like it might not.
Well, I wonder if they're trying to hold off to get fans.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
And with the governor of Florida pretty much saying COVID's done, I could see them saying, okay, you can have fans in the stands.
Clapping their hands.
He's already said that they could have, like, oh, just fill up your stadium. Let's have a COVID party and see who can die. Because I don't care. Of course, the hospitals might have a say about it. They're like, whoa, dude, we're overwhelmed. You are dumb. You're not the peons. You're part of the reasons we're doing pretty well. You both rock. Well, thanks, Ian.
So, yeah, guys. We're taking over the Give Me a Whole Yeah Wrestling podcast.
Yes.
This Saturday. Yeah, you rock.
Join us. Yeah, you rock. Even though you smoke some rocks, but you still rock.
Oh, man.
We will be on Gimme a Hell Yes podcast on Saturday for those of you that just joined us.
Yes. On Saturday for Bound for Glory. It's going to be epic.
Yes.
I have no idea what the heck is happening going into this.
I better specify it's on YouTube. Okay?
It is on YouTube.
So those of you that joined us on Twitch, it's on YouTube.
On YouTube. At...
It's either you're with us
Wrestling Podcast.
or against us.
So, Impact. I don't know much about what's happening. I don't know much about what's been going on in there. I mean, I kind of have, like, a general idea just because I've paid attention a little bit, but not really. I watched the... what was it? It was a couple weeks ago whenever... It was one of the Impact shows that Give Me a Whole Yeah did, and I was in there, and I was watching it kind of. So I watched that. Other than that, I haven't watched much. The card looks pretty decent, though.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely looks decent.
So it should be good.
James says they're stopping Phase 3 here in North Carolina because we have some idiots who won't listen. Well... I just found out that there was a guy that he didn't coach me, but he coached, like, he was a coach against teams that I faced. And he got COVID about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. And they put up a GoFundMe for him because he, like, raised horses. He's retired now. He like, does a lot of subbing at schools.
Oh, shoot.
And so... he got COVID, was in the hospital for about a month, got out, has not received any medical bills yet, but they told him he would never be able to go sub and teach again. And so now he's looking for extra income, so they started a GoFundMe for him.
It sucks.
So this whole idea of
good.
COVID is something that you know doesn't kill, you know, a huge portion of people. Maybe not, but you got about 20 to 30% of the people that are feeling after effects from this. And on top of that,
good.
Especially here in the United States with our medical and stuff, when you have to pay for it, it's not good. And when you're talking, you know, I'm sure his bills are going to be top or be close to $1 million.
Oh, it's so crazy.
I would guess, because he was in the hospital for a month.
It's so crazy. I don't know.
And so, you know,
it's like, what?
It's ridiculous that people just don't take this serious.
It is ridiculous. I'm sure James will be there to catch you up, Miniam. He has wonderful knowledge of Impact. Yes.
James rocks.
Goodbye, Captain Crunch and Golden Nugget. I'll look forward to you when you milk some views from Hoya Podcast.
I just made a cereal joke.
Thanks, dude.
EC3 versus Moose will be another good match.
For sure.
I'm looking forward to seeing EC3.
I haven't seen EC3 in a long time.
Yeah.
I haven't really been paying attention to what he's been doing too much. I know he was in Impact. I know he showed up on Ring of Honor. But I haven't, you know, been paying close attention. Adam Cole put up a tweet. How many minutes ago? 3 minutes ago.
All right.
Money sign. Just got real.
Yep. He's going after Pat McAfee.
Did you say his name right?
I don't know, did I?
Pat McAfee.
That's what I said. Pat.
No.
McAfee.
You said McAfee.
No, I did not.
McAfee is the virus.
None of them
Or whatever.
cereals exist in the UK that deserve to milk our subs way better than us.
Stop it.
Did all notice that when you open a bag of chips, it's half air, half chips? No matter how.
Exactly! I don't understand it. They rip it off.
Actually, when you open a bag of chips, it's like 3/4 air, and then you have like 15 chips in the bottom.
It's so dumb. It's such a ripoff. It's like you pay $3 for a bag of chips, and then there's like nothing in there. It's like, what is this?
Yeah. What? You don't have golden nuggets? They taste yeehaw. Yeehaw.
McAfee's the antivirus, maybe. Whatever. I knew it had something to do with computers. Did I say virus? McAfee is the...
Yeah, I think you said virus.
Whatever.
It's the antivirus.
McAfee is his name, okay? McAfee is the computer thing.
Yes.
McAfee. McAfee.
McAfee.
McAfee, not McAfee.
Yeah.
McAfee.
Yeah.
So, I don't think I have anything else.
You definitely said virus, Maven. So,
Well,
there you are.
whatever.
See, it's the antivirus. Virus would be what you get. The antivirus is like the vaccine.
Whatever. It
Yeah.
doesn't... Whatever.
It's to help stop the virus from coming.
Whatever.
Good night, guys. Awesome show as always. See y'all Friday night and Saturday for Bound for Glory. We will see you, James. You have a good one. Stay safe. How's the quarantining going?
It's probably real exciting.
Well, it's no different than what we do now. So, I mean, it's not like it's like
It's
we don't go around anybody.
It's not awful.
We stay away from people
For the most part.
Yes. Virus and antivirus are two totally different things, maybe.
I know that, but I just... Whatever. You know what I meant? It's late. Okay, it's not really late, but it's kind of late. And...
It's not as late as usual.
No, but I have to go to bed soon because we have to get up early tomorrow.
Yeah, we have to be up early.
Doctor's appointment.
Great show, guys. Jericho MJF singing Steak Review was the best.
What? Yes.
We hoped you enjoyed it.
Because it was brilliant. Da-dum-tsh. That was me dropping the mic.
Yeah,
Like that thud on the table was me dropping the mic.
yeah, that was me dropping.
Did you hear that again?
Yeah.
The mic drop.
Mic drop, baby. Yes, definitely. With that, we're going to take off. We'll be back on Friday.
Quarantine sucks.
We will have SmackDown. Quarantine sucks. Yeah. It's one of those things, you know. I guess if you look at it as, like, you can't go anywhere at all. Yeah, I understand that. We'll be back Friday. Then we'll be back Saturday on Gimme Holy Yeah's podcast channel on YouTube. And then we'll be back Sunday with Gimme Holy Yeah with the
Hole in a cell.
Hole in the Cell, yes.
It's going to be great.
See you Friday. All right, John Elite, have a good one. Goodbye, guys. I'm going to go outside and grab my chair from garden and sneak into my neighbor's yard so I will come watch some TV. Later, guys. Ains is going to get arrested because he's stalking his neighbor to watch his TV. Stay safe, James. Continue peeping Ains. Peace out, everybody.
Guys.